You're stepping on land that nobody in this planet has ever stepped on before. You're finding more and more new things all the time. That's probably the most addictive part of it, is that makes you keep coming back and really wanting to enjoy what the world has to offer that most people will only ever see in books and movies, if that.
We're not doing an auto show today. We're going bear hunting. Clean them and let's get the flock out of here.
Get out of the fucking truck!
He's under attack. He needs a medic, over.
Hey, it's rolling down the hill. Get in the truck, unload the gun.
Get out, he's there!
I appreciate you giving your life for me. Now may you rest in peace.
Sorry, animals do things on instinct, and humans overthink everything. Blew out the tire, man. I think something's down there. Down the road over there. We're 2 clicks outside of camp and one of the trailer tires blew. And you know what? It's nothing to be afraid of. When you come out here, you have to be prepared. Right? You gotta be prepared for that animal, you have to be prepared for that journey. Fuck yeah, I'm done. Too short for this shit. I'm looking for a very select bear. It has to be one that, when I look at it, that's it. No questions. If I have to question it, it's probably not what I'm looking for.
What's your call?
We were coming down this hill, about 150, 200 yards out. We spotted a bear. Good size head on it. Man, that head looked huge. Beautiful coat. And realized it was a good sized bear. Not huge, but it was good size.
I'll go for it. You want this one, right? Okay, I'll stay behind you in the range for a minute.
And of course, this looked like a really big bear, so definitely Curtis gets first dibs. Because his bear that he wants is a lot harder to find than anyone that I'm looking for. And despite just being there with only a bow, Curtis is one of the guys that I would trust with my life being out here. I think it's important to hunt with those who you can trust and who you know. Started putting a stalk on it. I got into 60 yards. As we had set our boundaries, if Curtis passes on it, then I go for it. And he passed, gave me a thumbs up, and I proceeded to stalk that. Kinda humming and hawing about whether it was a sow or not. We decided that it was most likely a sow, and decided not to shoot it.
That's fine.
You know what? I want this area to do well. I didn't want to take a sow, especially such a beautiful, healthy sow. That sow is going to make great babies, and this area is going to thrive because of that. Max 14 skull. By that, it's just over 5. If it's a 12-inch skull, then it's 5. There's more.
We are at Sumanik Sanctuary.
Sumanik Sanctuary.
Sumanik Sanctuary.
Sumanik Sanctuary in just outside of Vanderhoop, BC.
His name is Don Sumanik. He's been running this outfit for somewhere between 12 and 15 years.
It's a pretty incredible setup. The location, geographically, the location with the region.
Just amazed at how much work he's put into the place.
Facilities are fantastic. I mean, you got hot water, shower, he's got a steam house, multiple cabins you can stay in and rent.
Added more and more cabins that are fully insulated so we can guide hunters all year round.
Beautiful game processing area, freezers, like it's not much really. This is some of the highest luxury of hunting I do, really.
Over the years, we've gained clients from the United States, from Europe. Those are big clientele.
Friendly, it's warm, but there's a real business-like attitude as well that he's got going here.
I think Don is quite an outstanding man.
Don's a great guy, really knowledgeable. You can, if you don't know a lot, you'll learn a lot.
Really for him, this is sort of his way of giving back, but also just his enjoyment. It gives him something to do. He gets to, he gets to hunt with clients, he gets to meet new hunters, he gets to teach and do a lot of that stuff, and I think he really enjoys it.
It was a nice chat between him and Darren of a couple grizzly bears.
And if you get 2 or 3 guys that have different sort of circadian rhythms, it's kind of like music.
Chainsaw.
Nathan can rattle the windows, but then some of these guys say I can too. Of course, I obviously don't snore. I'm one of those rare humans that is nearly perfect in every way.
Really fresh. It's not warm, but it's soft.
I'm gonna back up the truck. Sorry guys, just hang tight. Hang tight. That is a big bear.
That's a big bear.
Pretty sure that's a black bear though.
Yeah.
Richard's stalks, the first stalk started at about 250 yards. We saw the bear on a green clear cut. So we backed up the truck and got out. Walked up with the shooting sticks, and the bear disappeared for a bit, and we waited hoping it would feed towards us. It didn't.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a black bear. Good size bear. He looks decent. I'll let you walk ahead. We're just gonna walk nice and slow. Hey, you see that greenery that's a little taller? We're gonna try and get there. He's walking down towards us right now. Is he? He's coming down the hill towards us. Okay, that's fine. Get in here. Get up by this thing. Yeah.
To keep quiet, we had the wind in our favor, we had sunlight in our favor. So basically, with the wind coming from the bear towards us, he doesn't know we're there. The wind also carries the sound. So what sound we were making walking, we had a little bit more leeway as far as how fast we could walk, how quiet we had to be, because the sound would be traveling in our favor.
But he's got long legs. He's got some weird colors on him.
We're not quite sure he's as big as we thought he was, but we're gonna wait and see if he touches the road or gives us like a sense of how large he is.
How far is he?
He's about 200 yards out right now. We were expecting him to come out at about 100, but he turned back and sort of fed towards the road, so
think we're good.
Yeah, let's do that.
We want to try and stay as close to this grassland as we can so we can keep him from seeing us. They don't have good eyesight, but we don't want to be too obvious either.
Black bears tend to stick close to trees. If they like getting out by the road because of some of the foliage that grows next to the road, but they don't do it as often near a clear cut. They like to be in the bush where they've got 10, 20 yards, they disappear into the bush. That's their safety mechanism.
We're approximately 150 yards out.
Nose down.
Okay, we can get closer. His head's down.
We had a great stalk. We moved slowly. We got into position. We sort of altered our thoughts. The bear didn't move much. When he did move, it was forward and back to us.
I want to have another good look at him before we say shoot, okay?
And then finally he turned sideways on a hillside. Perfect broadside shot, 80, 85 yards.
Richard, what? Shoot him.
You see the animal, you're focused on the animal. I didn't have anything in the way of nerves. I felt calm as could be. The stalk was good. Everything, in my opinion, from the time we spotted the bear until the time I pulled the trigger, was textbook.
See the brown tree just to the left. Okay, follow me. We're gonna go up to the road. Yeah, I want at least a half hour before we even check.
I wasn't telling myself, don't choke, don't choke. None of that was going on in my head. It was actually, surprisingly, it was one of the calmest moments I've had hunting in my lifetime. There's the bear, perfect shot, perfect presentation, and I just pulled the shot.
Unfortunately, the shot missed, which is better than a bad hit. So that's, in a way, a good thing. It happens. We went in, we looked around, we saw the bear walk in nice and slow. No blood, no nothing. He just jolted when the shot was taken and wandered into the bush. And that was fine. We didn't find that bear because we missed. The good news is we can keep hunting. Scent killer for when your buddy doesn't shower.
Oh, they like the smell.
I said, this is how you know when you're in a real professional bear camp, when they squeegee the windows. This is like top-notch guiding right here. The key to catching bears in the spring is a clean window.
There,
Yeah.
paper towel.
What's the number for poison control? There you go. This is Emmy Rue. She's been our neighboring local guard dog for 4 years now. Her best friend Sammy passed away 2 years ago, and she sort of picked up all the slack and make sure that the morale is always good in camp and everyone's always happy.
A lot of people don't get the whole hunting thing, and I say it all the time. I don't think hunting's for everyone.
I know hunting's not for everybody.
The reason why we hunt is because it's, number one, it's a way of putting food on the table. Anything that you come out here and you take the time to harvest on your own rather than going to the grocery store, it's much more ethical and it's much more inexpensive.
People question the ethics of hunting. My thing is this: the animals are here, we're here, we all have our place in this on this planet, and hunting for me is fresh meat, safe meat, undoctored meat, animals that haven't been raised on steroids and antibiotics and stuff like that. So the idea of having fresh meat, good meat, things that taste better.
Going to the grocery store just doesn't do it for me anymore, and I like wild game more than I do
beef or pork or anything like that?
Mostly either for food or just to get out.
Food and friends mostly. It's a great time to be out here.
I hunt because I think every person, man or woman, should be able to fend for themselves.
Gain a skill that will help provide sustenance for my family.
It's about the meat. As a young boy, we were taught one thing from the very get-go. If you shoot it, you're either keeping the skin or you're eating the meat, or both.
And we have an attitude that if you shoot something or harvest it, you eat it. And there's no way you just kill for the sake of it.
You don't shoot anything you're not going to eat. There's no sense in killing an animal just to kill an animal.
The animals out here, they live a very fruitful, happy life.
Growing up, going through high school though was different because you had a lot of, kids who were like, why are you killing animals? Why are you doing this? And I'm like, first of all, like, you can't say that to me while you're eating a ham sandwich, right? Like, do you understand where your meat's coming from, where these eggs come from, where your dairy comes from? And I think the connection to the land, fishing, whaling was a part of my heritage too, a few generations before that. You're growing your own vegetables. So the connection to food was always very strong. So from my family side, there was never anything to explain. Even for my family in Europe, they totally got it.
Sorry, animals do things on instinct, and humans overthink everything. And being out here is a little more instinctual. It's a little bit more of a throwback to like the core of who we are, and something we never should have left behind, but so many people have.
Well, I never really thought of it, and it was like, well, that's like hunters hunt, that's it. And I didn't see myself hunting at all. I'm only alive because my ancestors hunted and survived. If they didn't hunt, I wouldn't be here, right? They wouldn't have survived. So I think it's very like part of your DNA almost. And then when you're in an artificial environment of a city, it's like dormant. But when you get into the wilderness, it's like start like waking up. And I feel like through hunting and through this, I'd say it's like very intimate relationship with animals now that you take life off, right? I felt it's like something very like deep and like connection, right? It's like almost you take this responsibility because that's how you live, right? You survive. You take their life to sustain yours. And I think it's very like, it's something very deep and like really serious there. And this part I really, I respect nature much more now.
Every culture on Earth, every continent, the human species hunting has always been needed. So for me, it's like breathing air or going for a swim. It's part of who I am, it's a condition.
Hunting is the ultimate human tune-up.
Kayne is the brother my brother from another mother.
Because Nate, the thing was to actually fall, and then here I am in the fucking hospital, and then you're all upset, and it was your idea anyways, you fucking Sam Squatch.
That was my idea.
Go eat some dick.
What are you talking about?
That thing. I know you can't see it over your belly, but...
What? Jeez, man, do you have a rough night or something?
I actually slept so good.
Did you? I see when you...
But Nathan, he is a big old teddy bear.
Cousin It.
Cousin It, yeah.
When shit hits the fan, he's definitely a guy you wants by your side. He's down in Vancouver and I'm up here in Vanderhoof. If I phoned him at 3 in the morning and say, hey, I have a 7-foot bear and I can't deal with it on my own, I need you to come, he'll hop in his vehicle and he'll drive the 10 hours to come up here just to help me even get in my truck.
Yeah, if I need help, I'll come help you. My name's Nathan. Oh boy, here we go.
So having a guy like that's your close friend, and knowing that he's willing to do that for you and vice versa. Like, what a fucking idiot. He goes and takes my quad without asking.
Speak of the devil.
Speak of the devil.
Okay, so guess what?
Uh-oh.
You have a bear in the back?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
You're good. Are you guys doing more hunting, or can we check this thing out? Good work, man.
Dropped in 25 meters.
Dropped in 25, eh?
25 yards, yeah.
Magnus Stinger?
Yeah, right there.
From my point of view, Atticus Stalk was above and beyond. It's quite funny because it was a good win. These bears were very distracted eating. We could make as much noise as we wanted, but 200 yards away, he took off his boots so he could be quiet. He's running down the ditch, trying to be as quiet as possible through branches, twigs, and rocks in his socks.
But no, it was.
That's awesome.
No, it was laying down twice. I sneak up on it, facing straight at me, and then it turned. So it just turned and finally just snuck a shot right in the shoulder. It went into, like, growled, went into the woods and dead. No death mode, nothing.
Hunting with Atticus is the biggest reason I hunt. In fact, it's the major reason because watching him progress and become a very proficient archer, rifleman, hunter, tracker, watching him is just amazing. The pride is deep, very deep. That's my son. He's a heck of a shooter. I like him.
I remember sitting there thinking, I'm not hungry, I'm gonna go to bed, and then I heard
What do we got here? Buttering it up for some burgers.
You smell that? That smells awesome. And we had the best burgers I've had in a long time, and I haven't been disappointed since that meal. It just keeps getting better.
Interesting thing about this bear camp, one of the options was to toss into the kitty and have our friend Raymond cook for us. Raymond is a particularly good cook.
As soon as he offered it, I'm like, I think you guys should take him up on his offer. Raymond's cooking is good. It's good.
Honestly, really good. He knows how to work with the flavors and make everything work together.
I took it upon myself to cook for everyone in the camp for multiple reasons. One, I think feeding people is important. I enjoy feeding people and having people full and happy.
Valid if you feed me more food.
It's part of the organization of having a camp.
Characters can be
Breakfast!
on the
And plus, it helps us eat together. It's a group dynamic thing, right? So I think it's important that we do this, that I cook, everyone's fed, and we have a better time.
I love to cook, and I'm a little particular about what I eat, and I didn't know Raymond's cooking style so well.
And your concerns, and they were very valid, and which is why I'm not offended. Cool. There are those who will over-season stuff and tell me I've under-seasoned.
Right.
And I'm like, realistically, you can go eat a dick, because I want to taste my food.
If I'm eating chicken, I want to know it's chicken.
Yeah.
He does it with a passion.
Like a chef prepare everything, which is it. It's good. He could cook things a little bit more for my liking, but
oh, shitballs. That didn't happen. You gotta edit that out, okay?
Not every camp's going to be like that, but if you have somebody that does enjoy cooking and hunting, I would strongly suggest, you know, taking them along with you.
It's become more of a small family.
And then it's like a family.
And then I would have to say I don't necessarily come up here for the bears. I do come up for the hunt because I enjoy it, but it's the group dynamic that I really enjoy.
Fuck, they're all good guys.
Home base to Monkey Dicks. Come in, Monkey Dicks.
You know, it's always been a really good group of guys.
Home base to Rooster Danglies. Come in, Rooster Dangly.
Great group of guys.
Rooster Dangle, what's your favorite flavor?
You get a lot of experience. You get a lot of experience up here, whether it's, you know, learning from somebody or teaching somebody.
It fell.
Okay.
Do you know why it fell? Do you understand gravity?
Conceptually?
You give a shit?
No.
The rock still fell, right?
Yep.
Good enough for me.
And then?
Different, it's bigger, but everyone's good, everyone's nice, super nice. We all have our differences and our weird quirks and everything. Go, go, go! But we all work together nicely because we all joke with each other.
Atticus.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
We don't talk about it.
All right, Mr. Kayne. Atticus, your arrow's like 30 yards behind the target. Did you see it?
Yell.
Overnight challenge you.
Then.
Perfect.
Somewhere there. Where's my dad?
So now we're gonna sit on duct tape the rest of the week.
Get up!
He's under attack. He needs a medic, over.
The group of guys here that Nathan puts together are an eclectic group.
Eclectic.
I'm going to say misfits, but they're not. They're just a wonderful group of very individual people.
Is anybody sleeping in this goddamn place? Where the fucking lights? What the shit's going on? Last person that didn't make breakfast got a shower in the fucking driveway. Get up, you crazy son of a bitch. Wake up, it's time to eat.
It's almost time to go hunting.
It's actually dinner time almost. It's 2:30 in the afternoon, man.
Well, yeah, it's breakfast, but you missed yesterday.
Yeah.
All day.
Oh no, this is not a pleasant sight. Let's go. Morning wood. Time to leave.
I'd buy new boxers, Tyler.
And then who have bear hunting in common, and then the diversity of opinions and attitudes is quite remarkable. So I always learn from the people here about how they deal with life, and when you start talking to people individually, you find out they all have a story that is quite unique.
That's not so bad.
No.
Raymond, sometimes just it's better to not be heard.
What?
What do you think a pierogi is? Well, there's no meat in it. Doesn't discount it from being a pierogi. Even the Italians had a dumpling.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you talking about?
Sasquatch?
What's your nickname?
Bob Squatch? I look like Bob Ross and Sasquatch had a baby.
Yeah, Sasquatch and Neanderthal, that's gotta be the two go-tos. Well, other than asshole.
I'm up to bat first today with Tyler on standby for a big bear that's not stalkable, and Christian on standby for any other bowable bear. I'm ready, I'm prepared, and I'm sleepy, but that's not really relevant.
Nope. Let's go.
Let's go.
Well, the day was kind of shitty. We didn't see much sign. We didn't see many bears. We drove for damn near 200 kilometers in one direction just to try and find something. We didn't find anything. I was getting discouraged and I wouldn't say distraught, that's the wrong word, but I just was starting to feel like, damn, this is going to be my first year not harvesting. And then we pulled up and I don't remember if it was Nathan or if it was you or if it was me. Take the shot and make it count.
It's rolling down the hill. Get in the truck, unload the gun. In the truck.
Just death mode.
Safety on?
Yep. I know it was kind of a quick situation, so I pulled out my Tika 7mm rim mag, shouldered it, and I don't normally like to free shoot, but I free shot that time. Right here. And yeah, I'm glad it was a great hit. Bear dropped immediately and fell down 5 feet down a hill.
It ain't big.
It was pretty. Cinnamon chevron. I know meat is meat, and it was a beautiful bear. It was just very pretty looking.
You're giving your life for me. You're gonna feed myself and a lot of people. Hopefully you're able to reincarnate or let your spirit run free. And I appreciate you giving your life for me. Now may you rest in peace.
Alright. You want to take a couple photos?
Yeah.
I mean, let's face it, taking life isn't easy per se if you're designed to respect the animal, but you gotta do what you gotta do. And
fat ass. Stalk?
What I think people need to understand about coming out here is, again, the nourishing of your soul. It's about the preservation of our wildlife. Hunters, I have seen many hunters that care more about what's out here than those in the city who think they're doing the best for our world, our environment. Until you're out here and you learn how everything works, it's hard to truly understand that. And I think that's what's kind of missing, and that's why people should be here and learn what's going on.
It's how I feed myself, feed our families back at home. And for some people, even this year, they get quite emotional when they harvested their first animal. And it's just something that you can never be more grateful for, that we're still able to have this opportunity to come out here and do that and provide for ourselves, just like we have for hundreds, if not thousands of years. And to be able to still do it today is quite a blessing.
Well, it's not, I think, an easy thing to accept that you take life of another living creature.
I think hunting is just a part of the human condition, and you either have it or you don't. Being able to talk to somebody and not have the same viewpoint, but at the end of the day still being able to crack a drink and jokes and have a good time, I think that's something that's lacking sometimes in society, I think. And I think it's good to open your mind up to different ways of thinking. I think that's important.
Other than like your relationship with nature, right? There is your relationship with people, because you rely on them here. They help you out. And here in the wilderness, you cannot like call any other help, right? People around you are the only people you can rely on if something happens. And I think it also established like deeper relationship with them too. And so I enjoy that part a lot.
I think for those that were here to learn, I think they learned a lot, and I think for those of us that wanted to challenge ourselves with either a bow hunt or shooting a nice big bear, it was good. The hunting was tough this year, but I think we were still able to offer a lot to everyone.